What's up, everybody? It's your boy Coach T with Chicago Bears 360 back with another live recording of the show. Listen, we got a special guest in the building. Got my guy Bearlissmo. Here we're going to talk Bears, Bears football headed into Cleveland. You know, guys, got a big game coming up. Like, we're going to see how our Bears will fare against the Cleveland Browns. We're going to take a look at some of the Detroit tape as well. We're going to take a look at some of the defensive tape versus Detroit to see some special things that popped out of us on tape. I'll let Bear chime in. It's a big pleasure for a change. I get to sit back and watch another practitioner of the schematics take a hack at this. So listen, y'all know what's next, man. Y'all get to hang out here, man, and enjoy the show. Do me a favor as you come in, man. Run those likes up. I think we broke a record the last show, man. Let's break another one today. Let's get at least 50 people. That's the goal for today. I want to get 50 people in the comment section. And y'all know, like our boy Coach Boone says, man, listen, we haven't done this in a while. We got to be
perfect in every aspect of the game. You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, and I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts. And then you will run a mile. Perfection.
Let's go.
Life like chess, move to pieces, you know I roll in silence. On the road to them Benjis, I fill my teeth with diamonds. I'm high as fuck in the sky, you would've thought I'm pilot. I'm from Chicago, it get ugly, fill the streets with violence. Life like chess, move to pieces, you know I roll in silence.
Past, present, future. We bear down.
And just like that, we're back. I am Coach T. This gentleman sitting in the dark cave right there. That's my guy, Bearlissmo. Bearlissmo, we got to cut your mic on, man. I think you muted right there.
Yeah, good.
Say what's up to the people, Bearlissmo. Let's get it cracking, man.
What's up? Yeah, I was just liking the intro music there. I think you maybe put me up a little bit too high on that pedestal there, Coach. But you know, we're going to look at the tape. We're going to see what it is, and we're going to chop it up. And no doubt we'll see something that's going to be interesting.
No, it's always good to talk X's and O's with you, my guy. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? I think, you know, besides myself, Bearlissmo is one of the people out there that I look to, you know what I'm saying, for support when it comes to some of the schematics, some of the things I'm seeing. Sometimes when things don't look so right to my eyes, sometimes like I do, and to some of y'all surprise, I do look the validation. I'll send a clip and I'll be like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, double check this. What are you seeing right here? Bearlissmo will be one of the people, and I think it's a few others. But yeah, man, to double check what we're seeing from a schematic standpoint, man. So Bearlissmo, tell people where they can find you first of all, and you know about the channel and all that other stuff. Plug your stuff, and before we get into,
as it says right there,
there you go.
That's my Twitter handle, and on YouTube you can find me at Bearlissmo. So it's just the usual spelling of Bearlissmo as it is there, Bearlissmo. No one on YouTube, but there is a one on Twitter.
And where are you actually broadcasting from? Where are you chiming in from? Because I always get it mixed up as well.
I am just outside the town of Tamworth, which is the ancient capital of Mercia, which used to be the capital of England a long, long time ago. But I'm about 130 miles north of London, about 14 miles northeast of Birmingham, which is the twin city with Chicago. It's the sister city to Chicago. It's the second city of England, Chicago, second city of the States. So yeah, I'm about 14 miles outside of that city.
So I'm gonna embarrass myself real fast because I'm a big fan of the last King, the Last Night. It's a Netflix series, and they talk about Mercia all the time, right?
Yeah, so and it was a big part of Vikings as well. If you ever saw that series,
big part of that series. Plus, I was there last year, not necessarily in your area. I had a chance to visit London for some business for work, and I spent some time in Paddington, I believe this township was. Yeah. So we did a big work conference in Paddington, man. So, you know what I'm saying? It's always unique, man. It was a great experience. My first time to London, man. Took the family, took the wife and my youngest daughter. You know what I'm saying? Got let them soak up the city while, you know what I'm saying, I had to work. Lucky them, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, apart from the tourist trap, I mean, as you get that in every city, really. But yeah, lots to see and lots to do in London. It doesn't shut down very much. But yes, stick to the main strip. You're good.
Before we go too crazy into it, man, I got another question. So how does a guy from, let's say, the UK, is that proper?
Yeah, England.
Okay. How does a guy from England find the Chicago Bears and become a diehard Chicago Bears fan?
So my brother was my older brother was a semi-pro linebacker for a team over here, and doing well. And I was looking at teams, and it was sort of 83, 84. I was about 10, 11 years old. Football was on sort of once a week over here, like a 2-hour, 3-hour long program. Occasionally you'd have a live game, but we'd already had. It was the year before the Super Bowl, and the year after the Super Bowl, the Bears actually came over to England. But I was hooked on the Bears because the defense was already good. Yeah. And obviously watching my brother play linebacker and going and roughing people up, I like the colours because the colours mix, navy and orange, and the football team that I like wears sort of royal blue. So there was that, but obviously also the fact that Chicago is the twin city with Birmingham City, so it was a natural fit for me. Plus, just watching that defense was a joy to watch, and the offense not too bad either. That's
pretty cool, man. It's amazing what you find out when you really talk to people, because that was around the same time I became a Chicago Bears fan too. I was living, me, my dad, and my brother, we were living in Gary, Indiana, where I was born, and it was just 3 guys living in the house. And Dad was like, "Hey, I'm gonna cook dinner on Sunday, and we're gonna watch the Bears, and that's what we're gonna do." And I fell in love with the game. 84 season, 85. So, you know what I'm saying? I got to see the buildup of what became my Super Bowl champion Chicago Bears, man. So the rest is history, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I started playing, I started watching football, and then I had a knack for violence myself. So hey, Dad said he tried me with boxing first, right? And I couldn't get used to the fact. I couldn't get accustomed to the fact that the bell meant that we were supposed to stop punching. That was my only issue with boxing. My dad had a big issue with my trainer because I didn't understand, like, we're fighting, so what does this bell mean? But I made a better correlation with the referee's whistle in football. So my dad stuck me with football, and he said, "No more boxing for you because you don't want to follow the rules." So anyway, man,
I've always had a bully mentality in a 6'1" frame. I mean, I played offensive line, defensive line towards the end of my career. I started off at running back and linebacker, but I ended up on the offensive line at guard.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, but I wore 51 for obvious reasons when I got older. 34 when I was younger, but couldn't run like sweetness. I did get coaching from him 1 year, but that was cool. Cool to meet him.
Super cool, man. Just to get some background into Bearlissmo's history, sharing a little bit of my history as well. I didn't share that before. We just been going and doing, taping all this other stuff. But listen, man, it's a pleasure to have you, man. Well, listen, I think we're gonna take a look at this Bears defense first. You have some tape, some clip up from the first games. I'm just gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, let you do your thing, and we'll talk about it because it's good to have a different perspective, right? And I think somebody talked about that, like, having multiple people in a room. This is a kind of a live look at how it happens, like in a lot of these, coaching sessions, if you will. When you're looking at film, you have a couple different set of eyes on what you're looking at, and then you can get into it and you come up with a different perspective. And that's how they build a game plan, guys. So you get a chance to look at a live look at 2 guys that kind of, I guess we know what we're talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, Coach, I mean, one of the things that you pointed out there was looking at the same thing and seeing a different picture. You don't, as coaches, when you're working together, head coach has final say, but you don't necessarily want consent. You don't necessarily want agreement. You want perspective. You don't need consensus. You need perspective.
Right.
And that's what I hope that we're going to be able to get. So, I mean, obviously, you saw down and distance there. What I love looking about on the tape is not necessarily what people might think is like the highlights. I like to watch it, the things that are telling us about how our team is doing and how we are playing as a scheme. So, I mean, the first bits of information, which I'm sure you'll be aware, Coach, is obviously you got offset pit gun with a tighten down here, and you've got a stacked release at the top and a single here on the narrow side of the field. So this is the boundary and that's the field. And then you're looking at the leverage of the DBs versus what you have on the outside. And TJ Edwards, and they're probably looking at TJ Edwards and thinking, okay, well, he's probably got short flat outside to win. We've probably got some sort of zone. We're funneling it back inside. We don't want to get beaten to the outside, use the sideline as a defender. So we'll let it roll.
And let me translate for that. Go take a step back for a second, Burley. So let me translate that for the people that follow the channel closely, right? So usually what I do when I do the tape, I'll call out, or I've given the acronym SDL, count the number of safeties, look at the cornerback depth, and then their leverage, right? So if you follow kind of what Bearlissmo said right there, it's kind of the same thing. He's saying the same thing, but in a different dynamic. 2 high safety, 2 corners, the corners off, but they're playing outside leverage as to force the wide receivers to play everything inside or funnel everything to your linebackers right there. That's what he's saying, and is saying in a different way, right? So go ahead and pick it up there, Bearlissmo.
Yes, I mean, what I tend to do is let it roll through. So obviously we look like we got 2 high, which it is. I mean, it looks like quarters, really, if anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But again, it's about knowing what you're going to give up early. So when I said, they're going to love having him because he's so far away, he's never going to catch a receiver on a short out, and then you got like a leverage route over the top. So if it is zone, which we think it is, he's going to have the short flat. He's going to have that sort of deeper bit. He's already sitting deep anyway. So as a quarterback, it's an easy option. But what we're looking at is how we defend it from the point of view of Edwards. What we're then doing in terms of nickel defender, which obviously he's over the tight end.
Yeah.
Is he manning up or is he going short flat? What are we getting on it? So are we getting a half field coverage and a half field coverage, or are we getting some sort of scheme? And that's the information. This is a feel out, what you call a feel out play.
Yeah.
Towards the start of the game. What I do like, which we're going to see from the other angle, is Penei Sewell gets beat quick by Montez Sweat.
Yeah.
And we're going to see it from this angle. This dude was an absolute monster all day, Billings. A lot of people don't give him a lot of love. Obviously, the guy, the rock star, is who we're going to see here. And we're going to see him up against, Sewell. It's 2 heavyweights, and he wins. He wins quick.
Right.
I mean, that's a beating.
Inside out. Gave him a little little simple crossover move.
Yeah, I mean,
Allen Iverson style.
Yeah, he sold the sort of the hard outside and then cut back and under, but it's the hand usage as well, coach. I mean, so you look, he sells that hard, and then that almost like a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Keeps his hips low and his knees low.
Probably does the old wax on, wax off.
Yeah, and look at the knee angle, look at the foot angle, look at the attitude of attack in terms of the acceleration inside there, coach. And then he's not waiting because Sewell is a good hand fighter, so he's not going to show his hands early, although he's got longer arms than Sewell. And he's beat him. He's whooped right there. But because they got a quick answer against that inside leverage, TJ Edwards, where there he is, against the wide receiver, there's that deeper route that we talked about. So what we basically had was a receiver on the outside on the short out, and we got sort of a post, corner over the top of it, which is to keep Stevenson's eyes. And that's where you're seeing, Edwards has got the short flat. He's just maybe got to get out there a little bit quicker.
So what I'm seeing in summarizing this up, kind of Bear, they playing quarters coverage, right? Which can also name kind of cloud or cover 4, keeping everything in front of them and just allowing them to fill out Detroit's offenses up front, but seeing how the front 4 is going to get there with pressure. They're playing pressure and allowing the guys in the middle, the linebackers, to just ball out. One's got the middle of the field, one's have hook the curl, hook the flat. The other has hooked the flat, and they're just playing ball right there.
Yeah, and the other thing I like is as well, you got DeMarcus Walker on the other side against Decker. He's getting a decent shove. Jones is more of a sort of a lateral twitchy guy. Mm. But what you'll see with Billings is whoever he's got, if he's got someone 1-on-1, he's going to bully him.
Yeah.
And that's what he does. This is one arm, coach.
Yeah.
Billings.
Yeah, I see.
That's one arm on the guard.
And just pushing the pocket straight back. Another thing, as we go through this Bearlissmo today, one thing we want to keep a look on is because we're this week we're going to be
look at that extension there.
Yeah, you got the old post move up in there. One thing we want to keep a look on. One thing we want to keep a look on too is look at the guys other than, you know what I'm saying, Montez Sweat, because Yannick is out. We're going to be relying upon Walker and Jones to add some pressure this week versus Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is that you know, Detroit kind of knew early on that they were going to get bullied a little bit up front with certain lineups, and I thought that was quite interesting. So again, in terms of alignment, coach, alignment gives you as much information sometimes as motion, and I've heard you say this, and it's as true as the day is long. So tight end to the top of the field, DB over the top initially. It's like, oh shit, we've got to recognise we do want to kind of, and there's a bit of trickeration coming on here, coach, because you see him line over the top, but you see the inside leverage, outside leverage for the DB. Right. So this if you're a smart QB, it should be giving you some extra information in terms of these leverages here, with the one over the top and the safety over a tight end aligned almost like if you want to throw a blanket over them. Right. Almost throw a blanket over them, which suggests pressure from this side. You're probably going to call your protection that way. Particularly if you or you might sort of check and then release off the back of that to that side. So again, it's all, and then as they get the motion to try and get the rub underneath, coach. So they're thinking they've got man because we're trailed over, yeah. Right. And then watch how these three sort this out, because this really is an interesting release. They really cross up down here. But they sort it out, coach, perfectly in a one high look, and we're manned over the top at the sticks. So at the sticks, we're manned over the top. Whoops. Get it back up. We're manned over the top. And then look at how they're sorting this out underneath, coach. Yeah. I saw this play earlier this week. I saw this play earlier this week. You probably shared this play on Twitter. This was amazing, right? Because this is designed to get people picked off and misconfused in their communication. Walker as a robber underneath as well. Yeah. So watch the. I see what Bearlissmo's bringing attention to. Yeah. Watch this bunch. We're off to bait this. Yeah. That's the reason why Jaquan Brisker is so far off. You're thinking, man, why is he so far off? Right. They want to bait this because we've got DeMarcus Walker from 3-Tech. Yeah, he's setting a nice little trap for him. And I think this is why one of the reasons why, you know what I'm saying, Flus has been, he has that bracketed, right? He has a tight end bracketed from the backside, and then everything else manned up across the board. But I really like the exchange down low for the trips. Oh, the pass is off. Beauty. Like, this is next level right here. That's the thing of beauty. But what I also like from a scheming point of view, coach, is we want to give you an easy answer. Yeah. Well, I'm giving you an easy answer. There's your easy answer. Right. But I'm going to be wrong. I'm taking it away. I'm taking it away from you. Yeah. Now, I'm going to pause you right there, because if you guys remember yesterday, I shared a play where Luke Getsy kind of ran a similar concept with Cole Kmet, and he put the middle linebackers in conflict. He had a guy underneath and a guy coming over top in his route combination, and he basically gave his guy two answers. Here you see clearly Coach Eberflus taking the answers away from Ben Johnson. And when I said this after the first game, guys, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people snarled at it, but I said, listen, Flus had everybody lauded Ben Johnson as, hey, you know what I'm saying, head coaching candidate and all this other stuff. But like Big St. Brown told his brother, I think we got your number. So this is a prime example of it. Stays out of that 2-minute defense, coach. He's playing on. He's doing it on a high level. Yeah. This really, if you want to know what good coaching looks like, it's this. Sorting that out, because sorting that out. That's attention to detail right there. Yeah, if you don't coach this, coach, if you don't coach how you're going to sort that out, and the reason why it works is because Gordon gets into press. Yeah, and that's why he can clear. We're over the top. We're giving you a wrong answer, so we want you to take this hot. We're going to rob it, and we're over the top anyway. You know, and here's the sticks. So we're going to give you a 3-yard completion with a chance of an interception. Yep. And that's what we want to do. But the problem is the reason why we struggle is because we send the blitz. So we've got 4 over there, including an A gap with Tremaine Edmonds, but we got this dude Sweat. Sorry, that's Yannick. Sorry, Yannick with the bull rush getting home because he's left single.
That's it, man. That's the front and the coverage working together, and that little spaghetti bowl, if you will, of mixed routes right there is designed for somebody to have a miscommunication and somebody leaves somebody open. That's good discipline on our part. What else you got for us, Bear? That's really good.
Yeah, I just wanted to show this one angle just so you could see the effect of the robber and the A-gap pressure from Edmonds because of his speed and size.
Yeah,
Montgomery has to come in there, but we've got TJ, we've got both coming, and we're dropping him out, which is this robber here. So that they really are, and if you notice, he's trying to look off.
Yeah, that called like a blast.
And
something.
Why he stays over there as long as he does, I don't know, because Yannick's getting there.
Whew.
So that was I thought that was an interesting one to look at. We got several more. We'll just roll through them, I think.
Good luck, Joe Flacco.
Yeah. Joe's gonna. We again, what we're showing you isn't necessarily what we're giving you, which is what I'm loving about what Coach Flus is doing, Coach. So we're just gonna, just for the guys that are watching, the guys that are regulars. I mean, you're gonna see this one. If you maintain gap integrity on this up front, so you got two rookies. I don't particularly like seeing both of these dudes in at the same time. I think it makes more sense to have one with a different. So like him with a Jones, him with a Billings, or you know what I mean. So you're getting a good mix.
Yeah.
What you don't necessarily want, Pickens is playing at a much higher rate of recognition than Dexter. Of play recognition. I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to put it out there.
Well, here's the thing, Bear. I'm going to pause you right there because when I scouted these, first of all, pre-draft, these were my two defensive line picks that I said the Bears should get, right? So we won there, but what jumped out on me on the tape when I picked these two guys was Pickens was better at reestablishing the line of scrimmage, right, at the point of contact.
Yeah.
And Dexter was coming off the ball, reestablishing the line of scrimmage, basically not giving ground. But I felt like Dexter was probably a little bit better in his pass rush stuff, a little bit more quick twitchy, but Pickens was definitely hard to move in the run game. So at minimum, I like to see, if I'm looking at it correctly, I like to see that they at least got Pickens playing on the inside and Dexter to the outside, playing a 3-tech and Pickens in the 1.
Well, this is quite an interesting play because as you can quite clearly see here, Coach, that there is that's Decker. Sewell's going to motion in and replace between guard and tackle. So they're leaving a full player gap there. Motions across, and the Bears actually ran a very similar look with the tackle over. I remember you actually speaking about it, talking about it post game.
Yeah, yesterday.
Tackle over. So there goes the tackle over, and the other tackle sits down. So you've got tackle eligible, tackle, two tight ends, halfback. Okay, so
line scrimmage.
So it's a heavy set as we are. What I don't like is narrow side of the field, Coach. We should be a little bit more aware of gap integrity, particularly to the backside. And the
fast, let's count the gap. Oh, there they go. Because I was looking for the shift, and it happened just now. I was like, "Where's the shift?" And anybody understanding where I'm talking about, I'm gonna describe to you right now. Go back a little bit, Bearlissmo, before they shifted. Right, this right here. If you're looking at this, before the shift, my eyes were already concerned because it's a numbers game, right? And it's about gap integrity. So once they move Sewell over to the left side, to our right side, these guys have to shift the line of scrimmage for gap integrity. Now Dexter goes to the 1 technique, Pickens goes to the 3 to make sure we have the gap assignments correct or the alignment correct.
And this is where I think Dexter gets confused in this play, and it's where Pickens gets it right because he goes from B gap integrity to A gap integrity,
right?
From A gap to B gap,
right?
And this is where we kind of
probably got caught slipping.
Yeah, we get caught maybe with big eyes, I think, into the backfield. And the other thing is Edwards as well, because he just gets sealed by the guard that gets down to second level. And it's all because of what happens here, Coach. That's the reason why this yardage happens.
Yeah.
This is an easy fix. It looks like a horrific play, but this is good teaching tape.
I think did they get away with this the first game as well? They went tackle over, ran to the weak side, And it's meant to cause you to overshift too, right?
Yeah, I think we do. I think we get caught doing it again because you look at
the numbers.
What
Yeah, they did this the first game.
What I always say is look at the numbers. You want to, as an offense, you're always going to run to where they're weakest. So I mean, if you've got 3, which we do have 3, and we've only got 2, and maybe a linebacker.
Yeah, count the center.
If we get anything coming over here, then we're going to get flow. We're going to get flow, and that means that we're a number light on the backside.
Yeah,
and Dexter's just got to maintain this gap. Just all you need to do, dude, maintain that gap.
Yeah. We're going to see this again, by the way. It's a big play. Yeah. Cleveland has this tape. You're going to see this again probably this week. And that's usually what happens. You get the tape. They see what worked against us. They're going to go out there. They're going to go tackle over. And until we fix it, it's going to be a problem. But what's the fix right here? You say make sure he stalemates the A gap. Your guy has to have contained the outside gap.
The fix for Dexter is watch how Pickens plays his reach block, and then watch how you play your reach block. Because look how Pickens plays his. Doesn't let him get across the face. He gets half man. You see him press. Stay in front of him. This is Sewell who's doing this to, Coach. Pickens doing that to Sewell, and he nearly gets their back door.
But I'm paying more attention to Dexter. Dexter took a bad step.
Plays this well. Green plays this well. Sets a hard edge.
Yeah, let's go back to Dexter's step right here.
Yeah, he takes this.
He takes the best. Yeah, he gets caught.
Greedy.
Yep. Yeah.
And he thinks, I'm going to get there. And when it is a hold, that for me is a hold.
Yeah.
Right there.
But if he takes that on straight on.
Yeah,
and plays that inside.
Yeah, you got to maintain this gap. That is your responsibility. A gap responsibility.
Yeah, he has to keep that A gap.
Can't let him get in front of you. And if he does, what you have to do is at this point, you need to drive his ass into the gap.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't go upfield at this point.
So spin back into your gap.
Or just bull him into the gap, make it dirty.
I played down there. They would tell me hip roll right into your gap. You might get stepped on a little bit, but you'll cause chaos. You get wrong, just roll into your gap. Do a little barrel roll into your gap. I like that.
Bit of teaching tape. We don't always show the good. We show the stuff we're going to learn from as well. So tight end comes out of the backfield. So again, your alignments, your 2 tight ends down here. Jameson Williams, fastest man on the field, to the wide side against 1 high. Tackle over. Is this the play we just seen? This is the play we just seen. Sorry, Mike.
While you queuing up the next one, this. But I want to make a comment too about the style of play. You notice the plays we've shown with Ben Johnson, even though you know what I'm saying, we kicked their butts on Sunday. They still have a style of play. It's how they use their personnel, right? How they use their personnel. Going under center, multiple tight ends, tackle overs. It's establishing a style of play, an identity in which they want to play with. Which, by the way, I had a chance to finish the tape for our offensive side of the ball, and Luke Getsy was still consistent in running multiple 12, 21 personnel. He sprinkled in some 13 personnel in there as well, and we matched their energy, as we say here on this side, right?
They're in 13 here, Coach. Technically,
yeah,
because you got 3 tight ends, 1 back.
Let's do it. Let's roll it. See if my daughter stopped calling me.
I'm interested to see what people in chat think the coverage is here.
All right.
So what do you think? What do you think it is there at that point? What do you think it is?
It's weird. It's rolling down.
Ball's in the QB's hands now. What is it now? 3.
I'm guessing 3.
Yeah, 3 shell.
Yeah.
So 3, 4 under.
So y'all know the acronym. Use the acronym when checking your coverage. I know also before the ball is snapped, you obviously will get a pre-snap read, but also pay attention to spinning safeties as well. One safety will spin down or the other. right? That's going to give away your coverage in the end game, and then also check and see if they match up and go man to man. But I like it.
Subtleties of the game, coach. The two linebackers and Eddie Jackson. Look at the communication. As the tackle, as tight end, crosses, changes the strength. You see Edmonds gets his 1 tech into a 3, his 3 into a 1.
Yep. We talk about shifting the line.
And we're talking about coverage.
Yep. We talk about shift the line all the time. You have to make sure you got that gap integrity. Make sure 93, Jones is in the 1 technique. Make sure Billings is at the 3 technique. Make sure the gaps are covered to the strength of the formation. All this stuff matters, right? It's about numbers.
Look at this rush here, coach. For a guy who's like, plodding 1 tech, everyone talks about him as if he's a plodding 1 tech.
Him playing a 3 right now.
Look at this.
Woo, pushing them back.
And that's a dirt ball as well. This ball goes to the dirt.
Yeah.
Why does it go in the dirt?
You pushing the guy right in his lap. Basically doing what he does at his 1 technique, but applying that same technique at the 3 technique, having that diversity.
So this is something I've been critical of the linebacker play for the Bears when they're in zone defense, coach. The way I always used to coach it is when you're playing zone, that's what we're interested in. First in, last out. So you want to know where you first go into your zone is, which is either him or him if I'm Edwards. So I'm looking, is he coming or is he going to check flat? In which case he's going, if he starts going away, he's not mine. My eyes come over here. I'm checking from this direction. Edwards, I'm checking from this direction. I'm checking from wider. Then I'm checking this way. So that's why you teach where you want your eye discipline to go. Once you've established from the pass sets from the guards that it's pass. And look at him.
Give me that Philo again.
First in, last out.
I'm gonna steal something right here. First in, last out.
First in, last out. So last out. So the last man out. So let's say, for example, if this is the last man that can leave the zone of Edmonds, down here. If it's last out, you either convert to man and you now trail. So now we've got 2 over him, or you convert to a blitz if it's hot read.
Gotcha.
So last out just means depending upon where you are on the field, it's more if you're a cornerback. If you're a cornerback on the wide side of the field, and this is your last man, the minute he comes in here, you better jet over.
Okay.
Because you need to be tight.
So basically saying you
don't want redundant guys in coverage.
Yeah, you have the first in or the last out in coverage.
Yeah, last out. So last out you convert to man, and then the rest of it still stays a zone. And this is, I love it. This is like, you want to see high linebacker play. This is absolutely, pardon my language, brilliant. Look at his eyes, coach. Look how he breaks. See when he breaks?
Yep, you own it.
Hella early. Look at it. He's on it now. He's on it now. He's going. Ball has to go down and away. Drop. There it is. No, sir.
What would otherwise been an easy completion? First in, last out. I'm gonna remember that. Adding that to my toolbox.
Yeah. I mean, that's it works well with match as well, coach. And when you're running match coverage, you can run it. You can run zone match and man match, which I like again.
I like it. I see you in there, Agent Oracle.
Talking about what you're going to learn from Ben Johnson in terms of what he's running. Halfback on the perimeter who's fast. Best wide receiver in the backfield. What information are we getting from the Bears? See him come up in a hurry?
Yep.
But what do we see here? Absolutely nothing. No movement whatsoever. Look at Briscoe. And you see now we've replaced the safety because we're tight. This is a scheme adjustment from the first game, coach. This is getting Briscoe up to the line of scrimmage, because the reason why we're getting Briscoe up to the line of scrimmage is because we can still run our 3 if we want to run our 3, or we can run our 2 if we want to run our 2.
Yep.
Yeah. We know one of these A-gap bluffs is going to say, right, QB is going to think I've got my numbers here versus 2.
Those are Sims down in the gap, right? The Sims in the gap.
Yeah.
The simulated pressure.
Yeah, Edmonds goes because they've got 4 versus 3 now. And we got a blitzer.
Yeah.
And again,
everything's bracketed.
This dude's a monster. But that's a miss, and it's something you gotta look at and you gotta work on, because it's actually the backside guy that's got to come with this, and this needs to be an adjustment, because as he goes, having the backside linebacker is going to be rough. And also, Gordon, you're never going to get there once you see this.
Yeah. They need to take the exchange off and just go front side.
Yeah, once they got numbers over here already, and then he jets. I need to stop my roll. I need to stop my roll. I'm not coming down. I'm going up. Because it's only the fact that he's getting a bit big with his eyes.
Yeah, call it off. Yep. Good thing that one didn't complete. God, that would have been. He would have still been running.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'd have got there, because I think it's Jalen Johnson to that side actually plays his block really well. It's Jalen Johnson to that side. So Eddie's a bit defeatist in his block, but look at the way Jalen plays his.
Yeah, he's playing with leverage, outside leverage. He's gonna force him back inside.
Yeah.
That kid's a little bit nasty right there, man. Atlanta's probably gonna like that play, by the way.
Yeah. So we go to 6, because this is the first of the interceptions, and I think it's 4th and 10. Well, I think it's actually first, and it goes to first now.
All right. After this one, I want to take a pause, go give a few shots out to the chat, see if we got some questions in there. But man,
sure.
For sure.
So again, alignment is giving you answers. We are really late to this play, and they go early, but it works in our favor. Look at that. So you see him coming off his zones. He's got the short flat. So this is where I'm saying where you can.
Let me see the.
This is where Philo applies, coach. This is where Philo applies. Last man, because I'm short flat. Yeah, I'm short flat. Like we just saw in that previous play, where if they'd have caught it, they'd have been off and running. Mm-hmm. This is where my Philo rule works, because I'm training him in man, and that releases.
That releases Jalen.
Releases my DB to go make a play. My DB goes and makes a play.
But I want to see let me see real fast again what they were playing pre-snap, what they were showing pre-snap.
Well, nothing really, because they
were like mangled. Yeah.
I think it's showing 3, because we're off the line of scrimmage. So corner.
Yeah,
off.
Showing 3. But do we rotate? Okay, so do they rotate the safety back on the back end and convert to a 2? Because
this is my point. This is redundant. There's no threat to this side of the field.
Yeah,
and that's where my Philo rule works. If I've got no one that can come, I'm just going to come over here and help.
But let me see. Keep rolling a little bit. I want to see his steps where he rolls to. So yeah, it looks like they kind of roll to a cover 2 zone. Look,
it is still 3, I think.
Let me see 3.
It's 3, but it's man under. It's gone to man under. Edwards is man, but I mean, obviously his guy is mangled.
It's so mangled. Yeah.
They're just late to it, coach. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But then, and then Amon Ross and Brown knocks the ball out of Jalen's hand because he's carrying it like a loaf of bread on the inside of his body.
Yeah, they talked about that on their show. They said he said he was disgusted that he didn't realize that he actually knocked the ball out and they didn't get to it.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Is like, why do you coach them to carry it in high and tight and on the outside of your body?
Yeah. Listen, let's take a break real fast. We're going to get to the DM section, get some shots out. Sweet. I'm going to take this down real fast. We're going to see what the people talking about. Y'all know where I go down. Let's go.
You get like some crazy DMs or what?
Very.
Surprises or no?
You're talking like blue check marks?
Yeah, like.
People who be sliding and I'm like, wow, y'all fuck with me like that.
Y'all rock with us like that, man. Welcome to Chicago Bears 360 with Coach T and Bearlissmo. Y'all say shout out to Bearlissmo on the show. We finally did it, Bearlissmo, man. Oh, man. Raging Oracle likes it. He said, man, wow, my 2 guys together in the same place at the same time. That's what we do, man. That's what we do. You know,
it's great seeing the same names that are in my chat in yours. It's Turian, Where Goes One, Cornelius. You see him in all the Bears content, and it's great to see him here. Raging Oracle as well.
Absolutely. Giving the shouts out to Suntrust 9. Welcome back, family. Again, y'all getting this good content. You get it from a different angle, man. Y'all getting the high definition defensive breakdowns. What up, Julius? Good to see you, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Look, we in here, man. 26 in the chat, man. I hope y'all getting this. You know what I'm saying? Getting it. Bearlissmo, let's take this like 50,000 foot view and let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it 50,000 foot view, bring it out some a little bit. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel? How do you feel like Flus is dialed in, his level of dial in on the scale of like 1 to 10 in terms of having his defense humming, things working in concert, and people are kind of jiving with one another from the defensive line to the linebackers to the cornerbacks? How do you feel like, you know what I'm saying? What level, what level? We playing at championship level defense yet? Can we call some problems down the stretch here yet?
We're playing at playoff level defense, not championship level defense yet. And the reason why I say not championship level yet is because we're still having guys missing their assignments and not being assignment sound. So I think, you know, we do have a good roster on defense now. The defensive line, Billings is playing at a very high level. Sweat is playing at a very high level. The rookies are playing at a high level, all things considered. They play the run better than the pass at the moment, generally, but that'll come. There's lots of things. The linebacker play, the Edmonds and Edwards are really starting to gel, and they are becoming a problem for other teams to account for.
I think a lot of people gave Edmonds a hard time early on. I believe he was injured.
Dude was coming off an injury from last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's because he was injured, because it always seemed like he was one step slow to maybe hitting some of his landmarks, and then also reacting right when he goes to break on routes. You didn't see that explosiveness, especially in zone. And I was thinking before I ride this guy, man, let me give him a break, because I'm thinking this is injury related. He doesn't seem like he's like just a half a step off or one full step off. You know what I'm saying?
It looked like,
looked
like rust.
Yeah, and then to your point about the rookies, man, rookies are going rookie, right? And this is why it was important for us to get them reps early on. Bearlissmo made a good point, because I thought about that as well. I always wondered why we didn't go, you know what I'm saying, one vet, one rookie kind of rotations, where maybe if you had a vet in there with a rookie made a mistake, that vet can serve as a eraser, you know what I'm saying, for that rookie. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, he can overpower and make up for the mistakes, and they can get the guy right. But yeah, I mean, rookies are going rookie. That's why, that's why I'm more of a proponent in my draft situation going into next year, that we go out and if we trade down, that we get guys that are already proven players, perhaps, to come in and fill some of these roster spots for next year, versus going with the straight rookie path. And then you still have rookies that you can draft behind those guys to farm them through your system, right? They'll have examples of how to play it. It's one thing for us to teach you coach you how to play it, but it's another thing when you have a player that's playing in front of you that can say, hey, this is how I get to it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you just having a coach tell you theoretically this is what you do, you know what I'm saying? Like having guys, being able to watch guys actually get to those motions or get to those gaps, their different ways, and share techniques and share different skill sets. It's just a different way, a different route to get it done. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just my approach to it.
I think part of being a coach is knowing the personnel and as much as you scheme, and where you have a critical, like, where you're going to be. Sorry, I'm doing my illustration as if it's on screen. Where you've got gap integrity, particularly in the 4-3 or 4-2 nickel defense, where gap integrity is so important to it. When you've got a vet next to a rookie, you get an instant coaching. So a vet to the inside, a vet to the outside, cool, because we're getting instant coaching on the field. Where you got two rookies next to each other, you might get one making the right read, but maybe not vocal, one being in the wrong position, but maybe not vocal. It's rare when you get a rookie that will be there to correct other rookies. Now I'm seeing it from the DBs. I'm seeing that both the cornerbacks that we drafted, coach, are players.
Yeah.
Brisker and Gordon are playing at a high level in their two respective positions. The difference now is we're going to see next year, 29 and 32, we're going to see those guys elevate. I'm
pressure on
excited. I'm excited for the future that we have already.
Yeah.
Irrespective of whether we can get Jalen done, and I would like to get Jalen Johnson done, but
yeah,
I think on the basis of one season doing it is not the same as 3 seasons doing it. He's doing it in a contract year. He's been a good defender. He's been a good coverage defender, but he's not had the turnovers to this year. Now, it might be the light switch has come on, but you might want to maybe have some of that in your contract leverage. So, if you get 3 picks, you're going to get this many $1 million bonus. If you get 4 picks.
Ranger Oracle got a question for us, Bear. He says, what do you think of the 3-tech spot? I feel like we need to keep fishing for a 3-tech. Billing seems pretty good, but the rookies seem like they're developing pretty slowly. Sweat looks good. What do you think about the 3-tech spot? And if
we're talking about the rookies at the 3-tech spot, I don't think we're seeing them there a lot. We're seeing them in a light rotation. Mm-hmm. The rooks are getting regular play, but they're not getting heavy doses of play. So, and the thing is, the two are being played as very much interchangeable. Both defensive tackle spots that we have, our ones need to be able to play 3. Our 3s need to be able to play 1.
Yeah.
And because we're seeing it, you're seeing it where the motion goes and they just shift across.
Yeah.
That gives defense a lot more versatility, coach, if you can do that and you can do it well.
And that's why I never give a whole lot of credence to, I know, 3-tech has become, and 1-tech, 3-tech has become the, the new media term of choice, football term of choice, right? This last year was the one they learned the most, right? So there was a lot of talk about 3-tech. But y'all see, and Bearlissmo demonstrated to you, when the numbers ship offensively for the formation, they have to make the adjustments to their front. So we have to have the diversity to play both 3 and 1-tech. So, and I think we drafted pretty good to that. You know what I'm saying? And I would agree with Oracle that they're probably developing a little bit slower than we would like, but we've seen progress. But you'll see, like the Bearlissmo just showed on the one play, where when it's complex schemes like a tackle over, then rookies that have rookie moments. Yeah, rookies that have rookie moments. So you go back in the room, and as a coach, you rep that. Hey, they go tackle over. Here's your assignment. This is what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? And let's go out there. Let's go through individual drills or whatever we have to do. Let's rep it so you know how to attack that. And from week to week, we'll get a chance to see. We'll get a chance to see on our tape, because trust me, Cleveland saw that play. You can't hide from the film. Cleveland saw that play. We'll see it again. So we get a chance to see how Javon Dexter does next time against that particular play when they go tackle over, and see how they respond to that. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Coach T, Chicago Bears 360 with Bearlissmo. Do me a favor, run those likes up. Let's get up. Let's try and break a record tonight. So many new faces. People have been commenting on the video. So many new faces on the show. I'm getting used to the entertainment side of this, Bear. You know what I'm saying? I was just old rusty coach coming in here talking football before, but I realized, you know what I'm saying, you got to get a little bit used to the entertainment side of it too. So
show a bit of your personality. I mean, it's one of my things is, like I always say, well, I'm not an expert on the rules, but, and then I'll blow up whether there's a blatant hold or is a face mask or
right, exactly.
I like the interaction is key, and having these guys here that are here today in the chat is the lifeblood of keeping it interesting, and because it can get dry if you're just going over scheme and tape and all the rest of it all the time.
I mean, even those of us that love it, right, that are nerds for it, you got to do it, take a break, you know what I'm saying, come back to it, whatever. But look, we already about an hour in, Bear. What I want to do is take a look at probably the first 15 play script and how the Rams, who was the last team to defeat this team we're facing on Sunday, how they chose to attack this Cleveland Browns defense, because they beat them. And watch this. Bear knows this. I know this. What are the Bears coaching staff? What is Luke Gessie looking at right now? 9 times out of 10, he's looking at the same tape we're looking at to prepare for Cleveland, right? So we're giving y'all a little bit of insight and action of how it actually goes down, right, in the coaching room. and you get a chance to look at the same thing they're looking at this week. So I know it's going to be a little bit dark for you. I'm just going to let it play, and y'all, you let me know what points out to you, what they're successful with. And I don't know what the hell this is right here. Starting out already, we got some kind of little hide the tight end.
Puka Nakua on the line and the tight end behind him. So it looks like maybe a backside wham or something like that to the right.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Left
looking
to
at
right.
so the personnel grouping already is tight end, 11 personnel under center. I'm gonna pay attention to that first, right? And then I'll worry about formation later on. But yeah, you got Puka down low. And anytime I see these tight bunch formations, Bearlissmo, I'm thinking they're trying to create space to work the perimeter and the deep threat as well, right? And this is how I like to use those formations in my offense. Whenever I'm squeezing things in, I want to be able to get to the outside and I want to be able to get vertical. I want to have more real estate to work with in this situation. But let's see how.
First thing I'm noticing is we've got two DBs to the side where there's a tight end and a wide receiver. So I mean that to me suggests that you might be able to get them in the run once you've got them in the in the pass. So you might pass to run in that situation.
Let's see. What you
and
can
there's a
stuff
shift.
them in.
Yeah, backside wham.
Yeah. So you seeing already
just zone away.
Yeah, you can zone away. You see you run on this team already. First play to somebody wet the bed. Somebody pissed their leg. Probably a holding call right there. Let's see what they're doing here. Go back to 1st and 10. They're going to give what?
3. Looks like 3, doesn't it, initially?
Yeah, looks like 3.
Looks like a blitz off the left as well.
It's crazy that they playing that far off, though, right? Given that much.
Well, I mean, I think they're doing that to show it early to maybe get stuck.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Feed the mouse a little bit of strategy going on right here.
There's a motion.
There's a motion. Nobody trails, so we're saying 3. We're calling it 3.
I'm thinking it's 0 because I think we got a full house on.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's 0.
You can eat against these guys.
I mean, if they're going to play off 15 yards, coach,
quite certainly. Single high safety.
Deep as well.
They're pressed up. He's deep. I'm calling man.
Yeah, 1 man.
1 man. We're under center. We
might have a robber underneath. I'm not sure because he looks a little bit heel heavy. Where the play symbol is on the screen. No, man, it is man.
Man. Yep. The trail. Look, get to the perimeter outside pitch. Nice little game right there. Little extra sauce after the meal is served there. Here we go. Another tight bunch, tight formation, tight twins. We got 1 tight end, 11 personnel still here, and they bunched in. Now, last time they just showed a similar formation. Last time, what did they do on it? They went weak side on that play, right?
Yeah, Nakua is very much looking heavy this way. If I'm a defensive player, I'm thinking he might be jetting from left to right as we're looking at the defense. Yeah, you see he's coming stalking inside.
Yeah. And again,
not much doing there.
I say this all the time. Styles makes fights. You know what I'm saying? So, I believe if Getsy comes in with the idea that I'm going heavy 11 plus personnel, 13, 21, 22. Again, it's our identity. It's
they look concerned about speed with DBs, coach.
You said what now?
They look concerned about speed with DBs.
Oh, yeah. They playing off now. Yeah, they playing so far off. Think they get blown by?
I think that's the concern.
Zone too high. Zone is out. I'm gonna call it. I don't know. I'm gonna call
6.
it 6. You think he's quarters, half?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Let's see how they beat it. Simple dump out to the flat.
Yeah, you had the highlights at the bottom, so bottom of the screen there as well. As that was on.
Single high safety pressed up. Let's see if they trail. Man.
Going half, yeah, that's match. One high match. So this is actually a man coverage, but it looks like where the trailing. So I don't know if you want to go back and start that play, Coach.
Yeah, okay. Let's go back. We can do it.
So as you see the motion go across, you see one motions into the middle, then he rotates over the top, but then you see the cornerback goes to the outside. So I'm going to take the inside man. So that's where the match comes in, but it's still man. Yeah. So it shows man. It looks like man, but then you're going to get a DB on a DB.
Yeah. One match. Got it.
Yeah.
Y'all picking up on the terminology out there? So they didn't quite finish this first drive, but they made some progress down the field. You get points. You go back to the sideline.
Not enough running, Coach. There was 3 attempts.
Yeah. You said not enough running.
Yeah, there was a little bit too gadgety with the runs they had.
I mean, I think you're gonna get that with McVay a little bit. Yeah, but I agree with the point, right? You gotta go down there and still establish something. They come back with this.
See if you can punch him in the mouth early. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I say personality-wise, McVay, he's gonna throw his split zone stuff out there. He's gonna get a little quick. He's gonna get a little cute. You know what I'm saying?
So the spacings here is sort of suggesting zone, and again the outside alignment of the DBs.
All right, this is what we're gonna do, Bear. You call the defense, I'm gonna call the offense, and then we go roll it like that. So I like. This is my
cover 2 shell, man. Cover 2 shell or cover 4. It's one
okay.
Or the other.
This is what I like to call my my ace look. My ace look with a pistol, right? So ace for me is going to be one tight end, 3 wide receivers out of 11 personnel, 1 back. But you got the pistol look right here. I like the pistol look because it gives you a similar effect on linebackers as it does if you were under center. So you can either go under center with this or go with the pistol look, and those linebackers gonna pay attention to that running back and really calm down on playing run first, because guess what? You really can't see the guy. He's behind it. He's behind the running back, and you have to think about which way is he going. He's going left, right. So yeah, you got to respect it. So I like, and we did it a lot versus Detroit. So you said you're in 2 what?
I think it's either 2 shell or it's 4.
2 shell or 4. I like it. Okay, I like it. Where are you gonna okay, so if you're going 2 shell or 4, where I'm gonna try to attack a 2 shell or 4 look is I'm either too high. I'm telling you, 2 high safety. I'm checking the run anyway. 7-man boxes. If I feel like I can get away with running the ball versus this, I'm gonna run it. That's gonna be my first option. But if I have to attack what's down the distance first and 10, if I'm trying to take a shot, I will go with like a double deep post to probably attack this cover 4 look, or I'm going to compromise. I'm going to compromise these linebackers underneath. I'll run something underneath, and I'll run something over the top to attack it. I'm
like a mesh with a deep dig.
Yeah. I'm just throwing generalities out there.
Yeah, that was on. That was on all the way.
All right, Bearlissmo, you go.
I'm thinking we may be getting the blitz again here, because that looks
0.
like we're getting one off the edge. I think we're getting no short flat, isn't it? So it's 2. It's actually a funky 2 by the look of it. So 23 to the bottom and the DB up to the top look like they're 2 halves, and everyone else is sort of short flat, middle, short flat, with everyone else going, and 90's the robber for the slant. So they're trying to give up the slant to Puka Nacua and get 90 under it and 44 over the top. So it's a robber. So it's like it's showing 0, but it's like a 2 robber.
2 robber. Got you. Whatever it is, I'm getting it out quick. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, and where they're getting the rub there, Nacua is actually deep middle was open.
Yeah. Hold on
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That 2, Nakua's deep. He's got the deep middle. And then 80, the tight end gets on 44.
So if I was a quarterback and you got all that going on back there, and I'm not seeing a safety over the top, You know what I'm saying? KISS principle, keep it super simple. I'm reading it as covers.
Got open.
Yeah, I'm reading it as cover 0, and I'm attacking where no safety is, the middle. It makes sense, just very practical sense how they attacked it. So,
44
you know what I'm saying?
ain't going to stay with Nakua, is he? Because Nakura's
Yeah, you're gonna hit his head on the goalpost.
So if you get either the rookie or Mooney running that route.
Mm-hmm. So we're seeing already that this Cleveland defense, as much as they're lauded, they probably take a little bit. They probably take those defensive edge rushes up front a little bit for granted, in the sense they don't mind putting themselves in risky situations, because somebody said that in another show that even though this Cleveland defense is good, they've given up some big plays, and this is why you watch the opponents that defeated them, right? So I'll let you call this one, call the defense Bearlissmo, and I'll call out the offense. What I see.
Looking at the big clue is the top of the screen where you've got one up, one off.
Yep.
And you got
single high safety.
Yeah, this is cover 1.
Okay. Y'all see that single high safety? You got the leverage. These guys playing off. They're stacking, right? So they can bracket here, right? So this guy has that guy. This guy has that guy. This guy's up tight. Leverage is pressed.
Thornhill has his belt buckle facing the sideline there with his head inside.
So check this out. If I'm a quarterback, I'm reading this pre-snap. I'm saying single high safety, cornerback Deverage. I'm watching this guy down low. I'm saying cover 1. And then now I'm playing parking lot football. I'm picking my mismatch. I know my routes, right? Do I want to mess with this? Right? Do I want to mess with this? Do I got a safety or a linebacker match with my tight end? Or do I want to mess with this? Now, if I'm just playing parking lot football, I'm messing with this right here first. I'm just taking a wild guess, but we'll see what happens.
One's got his eyes there all day long now.
Yeah, definitely, man. Man.
Yeah, it's one. Yeah, just take the short slant and take the easy.
Yeah, take the easy. There's stuff out there for them. And then you asking yourself, as you're watching another team's tape, can we pull this off? Do we have stuff? Do we have stuff in our playbook similar that we call this week?
I don't see enough quick developing routes from Getsy to run what the Rams are running here.
That's a good point on that point. That's a great point. I can't even follow that one up with nothing. You go for it, Bear.
I think you're one again.
One again. All right.
This might be a funky 3. 22, which is the DB over the 30-yard mark line there. He might be going to a deep third.
Yeah. Say funky 2. You think they might spin him back?
It might be a funky 3 or it's 1.
Oh, funky 3. Check.
Yeah.
I go on what you're going with this. Again, similar. My ace, 11 personnel. Sean McVay likes his 11 personnel look. So here you go. Same pistol look. Again, I talk about this all the time on the show. Look, you can have the same.
Sorry to interrupt, Coach. I'm interested to see what they do with the backers on this, because the backers are technically a spare. Are they going to convert to a blitz, or are they? Because they'd better be worried about Fields' mobility.
Yeah, good point. They might definitely look to spy him, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Now, so if they have to spy, that limits the types of coverages they can play.
Yeah, I mean, how exotic they can get with the coverage, I think. Yeah,
right. And definitely, a lot of teams don't like to play a lot of man versus this. They don't want to see DBs running with their backs to a running.
Everybody wants to zone up Justin Fields because they're worried about him running after.
That's why a lot of times when we play and I'm watching our team, I see single high safeties. I default to cover 3 before I go to man coverage, because I know teams don't want to man up on us with Justin back there, right? And that's a benefit, right? So the people that don't like Justin Fields, here's the added benefit of having a running quarterback. You take certain coverages away by having a guy that can, you know what I'm saying, hit his head on the goalpost at any time, right? So you're going to take one off the board in this situation. It makes it easier for him to read coverages, because he can assume, hey, they're not in man, right? Or he can assume if this guy was down in here playing around, hey, that's cover 0, they're blitzing. Let me make either a hot route call or let's take a shot. But either way,
Nomad needs to hush in the chat, Coach. Just letting you know that.
Who?
Comparing us Nomad in the chat, comparing us to Nagy.
Oh. Yeah. So listen, we got second and 5, second
I'm
and
thinking
5.
one or a funky 3. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm trying to feel us out. I'm on my own 20. I'm on my own 25, second and 5. I'm running this. I'm going, and I'm running it weak side. I'm coming over here. I just want to feel it out.
You could even RPO this, coach.
We got smoke. We got smoke. We got smoke.
Yeah. He's coming. 6 is
checking.
coming.
He's checking it. He's checking it. He's checking it.
Rico. Yeah, we definitely got a man.
We're gonna block it up.
Yeah, 7. We're 7. We're 7.
Taking a shot. Yeah. So he probably had a run on. Probably checked to that. You know what I'm saying? That shot play right there.
I'm liking the thought of having a Komet or a DJ Moore singled on that play, because I'm thinking Fields is going to be able to throw it to either one of them. Know they're going to come down with it. So this is definitely zone, because you've got Thornhill on a tight end to the bottom of the screen where there's 3. But
right
you've
here.
got it could be match, because you do have the relationship with the other 2 defenders there over the top of the stack.
Yeah, I like too high safety. I like this guy's
2.
leverage.
It's looking like 2, but I'm wondering whether when we see the motion, that's going to tell us more. This might be 2 match. This is match. It's 2 match, so it's two man, but it's match.
Yeah, 2-man match. I would have just called it straight up 2-man. Like, again, us offensive guys, we don't get into the details of defense as much as. So that's why I like having Bearlissmo on the show, because he gives you another level of detail for the defensive side, right? I would just call it, hey, straight up 2-man. Let's play parking lot ball. You know what I'm saying? Find the fish and let's cook. You know what I'm saying?
The difference between 2-man and 2 match is because we're going to get different personnel matchups.
Right.
So they're going to be in man.
Right.
But we're going to get different personnel. So we want to pick up.
We want to make sure safety is on a tight end, corner is on the wide receiver.
Yeah, it's where you're looking at. It's where you're looking at goal line and saying, "Who's my bitch?" And you want to pick it before you go.
Makes sense. I'm tracking with you. Somebody pissed him.
He went early. Big boy went early.
Somebody pissed
94 bit hard on the hard count. He went super early.
And they get it first. Here we go. Then they ran similar some of the tight look before. They ran weak side before. They got a lot of yards on it. Let's see if they came back to it.
So
single high look
with both DBs looks like 3.
3. I'm calling 3-2. If I got run on, it doesn't matter. I'm going weak side right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, we got
5
3 receivers to the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, 5.
The old deep over, skinny post, and go.
Oh, we got the numbers to the strength. They might go strong side right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 5. Let's eat. To the strength.
Don't like it. It's too cute.
Yeah, man. This is what makes me nervous about when Getsy see other guys film. Is he gonna try and get cute too, or say, hey, I'm gonna keep it simple with my stuff? Right? We're not the Rams, Luke. We're not the Rams.
The linebacker's not making the cornerback's job easy going over the top of this. They should be. There you go. Now they're moving up. See, we got match again, coach. It's man match. It's one high.
Man match. Got you. I'm learning to speak Bearlissmo's language. Man match. Okay.
So 22 is just going to have whoever the inside receiver is a man up. 23 is going to have whoever the outside receiver is man up. And again, to the top side of the screen, the up guy is going to have whoever comes inside. The outside guy is going to have whoever goes outside, and they're going to man up.
What I do like is I like that McVay squeezes his formations inside.
He's got numbers left.
Yeah, to give himself real estate to work out here. He doesn't have to necessarily go over your head, but y'all have to guard all his real estate out here. So he's giving himself room to work. Taking the shot.
Yeah, he had the tight end deep. Oh, that's PI. Yeah.
Throw the flag.
He had the tight end. So I mean, what was interesting there?
How did we block that up? That was let me see.
They went base. I think it went chip release. The tight end. The tight end released. He went. So I think he may have went
5
chip release. Yeah, I think halfback stayed in.
So they went 6.
6.
Yep.
Well, yeah, he's just check release, coach. He's just check release.
Yeah,
he's 5.
5
5 with a check release.
Yeah.
See,
See,
the
everybody,
tight end-
everybody
tight end
can't
was
get away with that. Everybody can't get that's team to team right there. I don't know if we can get away with that. I don't know. Our offensive line's been playing pretty good, but I don't know if we can take a deep shot off 5-man protection. But hey,
They barely move on the D line. I want to see us run some power.
yeah.
Get those numbers because they look at that. There's no shift at all when the strength changes.
See, this is another thing. This is another thing that would worry about me, Luke Getsy, watching this tape. McVay goes heavy 11 personnel.
Yeah.
Our identity is better in 12 plus.
Yeah.
So
or
if Getsy,
21.
or 21. Getsy is watching this. He's he's finna go 11 personnel crazy. I'm not gonna be excited about the game plan, right? We might still be able to pull out the win, but stick to your stuff, Luke. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like your brother. Your brother, that don't look good on you. You know what I'm saying? That your brother can wear skinny jeans.
He needs to stop. He needs to stop looking in next yard's pasture. He needs to stop looking over the fence, man. Just deal with your own garden.
Yeah. Like your brother can wear skinny jeans. Those skinny jeans don't look good on you, Luke.
No horizontal stripes for you, Getsy.
Yeah, exactly. Single high safety. Here we go. I'm calling man again. Man match. If they motion.
I'm thinking.
Yeah. No,
straight up. Yeah, it is. It's one high, just one man.
Taking shots, man.
Tight end's on, man.
Woo.
Tight end was on, middle of the field. The linebackers just completely voided that.
Oh, you saying he missed one?
Yeah.
Hey,
right now.
Hey, so all my Justin Fields people. Oh, Justin is the only Bearlissmo, but I thought Justin is the only one that missed throws.
Yeah, I mean he's got the tight end, but I mean he's equally he can go. He just didn't throw it far enough down.
You can go 50-50, right?
Yeah, I mean if you like Puka Nakua, they obviously like him. Like Fields likes DJ Moore, and if you got him singled up,
double stutter. You got stutter go.
Yeah, I think it's the second stutter that I don't think Stafford was counting on. Puka Nakua, yeah.
You got the stutter go.
Yeah,
that's how he cooked him. Yeah, that was NFL open right there.
And this is why that play with the tight end coming free over the top of that, you had like double ins. So the tight end was the first one in, then the receiver was the second one in, and the linebacker was redundant. The linebacker was completely redundant because they didn't have a philo. So
one high. This guy's pressed up. This guy's off, probably bracketing the trips to this side.
Outside leverage, this could be a 3 because 22 is looking at flat, so it could be a 3. But I mean, I would suggest with the trips to that side, it's looking like they're going to man in some way. So I think one high again.
Yep. Usually big
base. Motion says one high match. 5's open right now. 5's open. Why would you call it? Oh man!
Listen.
I get you might have a pre-snap identifier. You want to hit the screen or whatever, because obviously both guards are going. But 5 wide open, man.
You're coming back to that. They're coming back to that. 3rd and 10. You're usually gonna get this on 3rd and 10. 2 high safety. 6. What's the quarters hat? What's the quarter side? Quarters down.
Quarters. 2 to the boundary. Well, 2 man to the boundary.
2 man to the boundary.
Yeah.
So quarters half.
Yeah, quarters to the top, and 2 man to the bottom.
Okay, quarters half. Gotcha. How we beating this on 3rd and 10? We attacking. We're attacking the split.
You want some sort of flood, like either a high-low or an east-west flood. And obviously you want something middle of the field because it should be mofo, but that's I'm not sure what that is.
I think they scored on this drive.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, they got a field goal. They got a field goal. All right, let's check out of here, man. Listen, that was fun, man. We got to do that again. That's how you mix it up, man. That's how you mix it up. Listen, Coach T, Bearlissmo, Chicago Bears 360, man. Just breaking down, scouting Cleveland. What do you think, Bearlissmo? I don't know if we got anything that we do. So the question that we would ask if we were in the film room, right? Bearlissmo's the OC. I'm the passing game coordinator or the head coach or whatever, or vice versa. What can we get? What did LA do that we can get away with, Bearlissmo, on this Sunday?
Coach, I want to have at least one scheme of going quick huddle to get cover one looks, and we're gonna take our shots on that. And where we're gonna get quarters and six, we want to keep them down in the stance, but we want to have some zone beaters, a lot of zone beaters. Where we're getting one, we'll give Justin the option to go if he sees it. If he feels it, we'll give him the option to go. But
go when you mean go, you mean take a shot.
Yeah, go with the ball or go with the feet. So either way, go take the shot that you get. But I want to see us go either quick huddle or no huddle, at least 2 series.
How about tempo right there?
Yeah, definitely tempo. We want to go up tempo offense. We want to get out of the huddle with about 14, 15 seconds left on the clock.
So LA didn't.
We better have it
go
schemed
ahead.
up. We better have it schemed up.
LA didn't give us much in the sense of a running game, but what they gave us a lot of perimeter stuff. I
didn't see a lot of adjustment on D-line, coach. So I want to see us run some power and see what we get the looks off the back of that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think we necessarily try to attack this team on a perimeter, either do the screen game or a quick toss game or whatever. I'm running off tackle, maybe inside, some traps, some folds, some whams, something to the inside, maybe some duo stuff.
They believe in their D-line getting upfield, so let's give them some whams and traps.
Yeah, let's slow those guys down. So either via the tempo or running the ball directly at them. I say we run our stuff, man. I say we run our stuff. Maybe add in some of the stuff we just discussed, but I don't think he goes with a whole out McVay plan on this one, right? Run your stuff, you know what I'm saying? Run your style. Maybe add in some quick stuff, some tempo stuff.
We need some quick route answers. We will need some quick route answers. Whether they're bringing pressure or whether they're staying off, we want to have some quick game.
All right, cool. Let me know how y'all feel about that game plan. That was a quick overview. So I say, Bearlissmo said, hey, you know what I'm saying? Run tempo, quick game. Allow Justin to take shots and check out and take shots where he sees it, right? So either run. When he sees 1 or 0, take shots, like check out, can, and take a shot, or check out of something and take off. Run our running game though. Our run concepts, not theirs, not Sean's stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see Fields have an all-go signal at the line of scrimmage that he got through receivers. I'd like to have him say like deep over, post, go signal as well. Yeah,
something like that.
For when we get that quarters look.
All right, so y'all let us know how y'all feel about that in the chat. Listen, man, thanks for hanging out with us. Chicago Bears 360. Listen, Bearlissmo, as a tradition for our guests on the show, we allow our guests.
I'm English, man. I don't know what a drunk uncle is. It sounds like a stranger danger to me.
A drunk uncle is Tuesday in England. But listen, let me cue it up, and you think about it, and you do the honors, my guy. Let's go.
Possible, got feelings in my cup. I see everything in double, got 2 blunts, I'm rolling up. I've been walking in a circle, no expression, now I'm stuck. 30 for the client calls like Giannis chasing bucks.
All right, Bearlissmo, we back, man. It's your time. Drunk Uncle Bearlissmo edition.
I'm gonna give a drunk uncle to the local Chicago media. Getting way too high when it's too early to be making decisions, getting way too low on Justin Fields when it's not on him, and getting way too high on Caleb Williams when they're not looking at tape or they're looking at highlights. Just bear with the team. The concern for me, if you want to get Getsy fired, or you want to talk about not Getsy, if you want to get Flus fired, then you have to talk about the fact that he would have let Williams call his defense all year had Williams stayed. That's the concern for me.
That would have been a disaster
because the defense looks so much different with Flus calling it compared to what it was with Williams. But the Bears media, the local Chicago Bears media, the mainstream guys, you need to just go with context and maybe not polarizing hyperbole.
Yeah, going crazy with the hyperbole, the hype, man.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, by the way, I want to give a shout out, go the opposite direction with Drunk Uncles, and give a shout out to Luke Getsy today, man. I know it's rare that we do that. One, I thought he had a pretty decent game, on Sunday, decent game plan. I've been calling for high 12, 13, 21, 22 personnel, and he executed on it. He has some bonehead calls that were obvious bonehead calls, but the opposite of the Drunk Uncle goes out to him because he stepped up to the podium today and said that was on me. Not only was the call on me, but the fact that I didn't have a check-in for having the misalignment, I didn't have a check-in. That was on me as well. So I'll give the opposite of that and give him a flower or so.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Because I'm very smackdownish on Luke on the show. So there you go, people that say I'm just too hard on him. Anyway, Bear, man, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Chicago Bears 360, man. We got to have you back, bro. That was fun. You do the defense. I do the offense. I don't know if we have people's heads spinning in the chats when we talk about this stuff or not, but they'll get used to it, man.
Well, if you're not learning, you're not living, are you?
There you go, man. Thanks for joining the program. Listen, for Chicago Bears 360, that's Bearlissmo. I'm Coach T, and we'll see y'all on Sunday, 10 a.m. I bumped it back. Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to see y'all next year. Until next time, it's always beers up and bear down. Appreciate y'all. Bye-bye.